to speak. Oh, there we go. To speak to you all. Appreciate your time, and I hope what I can bring to you this evening is going to answer a few questions and put you in the right direction if you're looking for particular compression garments for your lymphedema patients. A little bit of a background. My name is Kelly Prive. I'm the territory manager for Alberta, BC, and Saskatchewan. I live just outside of Calgary at a little place called Bragg Creek. And yeah, I've been with L&R now for approximately 3 years. I've been in the industry, as my bio, about close to over 20 years. And I'm finding now that lymphedema is a passion of mine. It's a very interesting subject. It's an interesting condition, and the company that I work for, L&R, they are on the discovery end of lots of garments that help those patients both with day wear and nighttime wear. Just a little background on L&R. It's L&R Canada and Lohmann Rauscher. We are based in Mississauga, but our head office is in Milwaukee. It's a family-owned company. We've got 160 years history, and we're well recognized globally as a manufacturer and a supplier. We're based in Germany, Vienna, and Austria. L&R Canada is an affiliate of L&R National, if you will. We acquired a company called Solaris. You may have heard of the company. They make tribute nights, tribute wraps, ready wraps, tribute wrap and tribute, or ready wrap is what I'll be speaking to you about tonight. L&R acquired Venasan in 2018. They needed a compression stocking company, so they purchased Venasan internationally. Venasan is a Switzerland-based compression stocking company. You may have heard of them. We have ready-made, over-the-counter, and custom stockings that are available. Products that we offer as far as L&R goes is bandaging, and of course the Solaris product that we're going to be talking about tonight, Venasan, and wound care. So we'll just begin. So the first product that I'm going to talk a little bit about is called our Tribute Wrap. And it's an adjustable foam compression wrap. It's off the shelf. It's evening and nighttime wear, and for basically low activity. Tribute Wrap, promoting skin health with an easy to use wrap, easy to use finger grip on every strap, simple adjustability for the right fit and contour. We have a product, well, it's made with a product called Cool Core, which keeps the garment itself quite cool when the patient's wearing it. You can see by the pictures that it's proven foam technology, breaks up and softens hardened fibrotic tissue to support skin health. All these garments have a channeling, like a chevron channeling, so that it moves fluid and breaks down, again, fibrotic tissue. And each garment comes with its own sleep sleeve, because people will go, they'll go to bed with this garment on. And of course, we all know that there's no cure for lymphedema, and lymphedema doesn't sleep. So this is an option for your patients for a nighttime wear. This is our sleeve. It's a wrist to axilla. It's, again, chevron channeling, adjustable strapping system, easy and conforms for the right comfortable fit, and is flexible. And it looks like it would be bulky, but once the patient has it on, and I'll put one on after we're finished these few slides here, supports mobility, angled straps at flexion points for comfortable and functional design. It's got a 6-month warranty. You're measuring this like you would a regular arm sleeve. So whether as a therapist you are sending your patients to a pharmacy or a fitter, but you can also be certified as far as fitting goes, and you can be measuring these yourself. They're simple measurements for each garment. There are available styles of a glove, wrist to axilla. The new addition to the family of Tribute Wrap is the MCP to axilla. So you have your hand palm support and lower extremity below the knee, and now a knee to thigh garment, which is able to have a full leg for that patient. The sizing is quite generous. You have your wrist measurements, which is B. sorry, palm measurements, which is B, C measurements, which are the wrist, E for the elbow, and G for the axilla. And there's different lengths that you would take from the wrist to the axilla area. Easy measuring, easy fit. Tribute wrap thigh or knee to thigh, again, the measurements, and you'll see that they're quite generous. We've now, the slide doesn't demonstrate this, but we've now added on an extra large garment for the tribute wrap. So you can fit just about anybody with a ready-made support system for evening wear or nighttime wear. So here's a little testimony. In the morning, I took it off and couldn't believe the difference. I wondered if this was a fluke, but I noticed the same results every morning. So John is he's an actual patient. He actually wears these tribute nights. He also wears ready wraps too, which we'll be talking about in the next presentation. Tribute wrap tools available to you. There's brochures, there's order forms that are easy to fill out and send in. We have product samples that are available for you if you need any samples for your clinic. Just all you have to do is contact me and we can discuss those options. There are donning videos on the L&R or Lohmann Rauscher USA site. Just type in videos or donning videos and demonstration videos, and all the products that Solaris makes has a video, and they'll come up and you can watch them at your leisure. Any questions for that? That's a short one.
I have a question. Do they do custom sizing? Like, I know they have the measurements and stuff, but do they do custom sizing if they're larger than that?
Yes, they do. So I don't have this in the presentation, but I'm happy to talk to anybody about it after. They're called Tribute Night. So a lot of times people get confused. Tribute wrap is a ready-made product. Tribute Night is custom. So when it's a Tribute Night, of course, you're measuring different landmarks on the leg, upper body, the torso, face, neck, arm, feet, whatever you want, vest, garments. They'll make pretty much whatever you want, whatever size. And so that it's very custom, and works really well. So these treatments, there are these things that I'm talking about. They're the CDT, the complete decongestive therapy. Again, there's no cure for lymphedema. It's a lifetime commitment, really, management. So, the gold standard of treatment for complete decongestive therapy is, of course, your manual lymph drainage, your compression bandaging, proper skin and nail care, and diet has a lot to do with it, exercise and self-management. And that's what we're talking about tonight, is the self-management into things.
So Kelly, it's Diane.
Yes.
The people that are on the call tonight, there's a lot of members that have lymphedema. So if they want to ask their therapists or anyone, they can ask them about the tribute night, and they'd be able to tell them a bit more if they had any other questions.
Definitely. Yep, definitely. And if the therapist doesn't have the answers, they can always get a hold of me and I can help them out for sure.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. So if that's it for the questions, we'll go to the next slide. Bear with me for a second, or presentation. Stop share. Hold on a second here. Now I'll go over here. And bear with me. Sure. Oh, that's the same one. Hold on a second. What happened here? Bear with me.
Everybody loves technology.
Okay, there we go. That's what we want.
While you're pulling that up, Kelly, we do have a question in the chat. It says, I was wondering if the tribute wraps are actually better to wear than a compression sleeve.
The tribute wrap are better to wear. Well, a compression sleeve is generally, you're wanting to wear that during the day. You're not wearing a sleeve at night, unless specifically said by your therapist or doctor. But generally, a sleeve that's a ready-made or even a custom sleeve, you're only wearing that during the day because it's considered a graduated compression. Now, these tribute wraps, or the tribute wraps, are anatomically correct, if you will, but because of the channeling, it helps move fluid out throughout the evening and while the patient's at rest. A sleeve actually kind of just contains a garment, especially a circular knit sleeve. I mean, there's a difference between a circular knit and a flat knit, and a circular knit sleeve would just be to maintain the patient's limb. So no, you would wear a tribute wrap at night, and you would only wear a sleeve during the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yep, Charles said thanks.
You're welcome. There we go. I'll just put that down. All right, so the next is for a ready wrap. Now, the ready wrap is our off-the-shelf or custom garment. It is used for day or night.
There's
And
nothing on the screen here if you're trying to
there's
share it.
nothing?
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Let's see.
No, that's okay.
Hang on there. Let me. Oh, why am I not sharing? That's interesting. It says I'm sharing.
Do you want to try maybe stop sharing and then reshare it?
Yeah, I guess so. Hold on, bear with me. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh. Wow. It went all over the place here. You can still see me. Why am I apologize. But for whatever reason, I can't see the presentation. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Thank you. Share.
There we go.
Can you see the screen now?
Yep, that works great.
Oh boy. Okay, so the ready wrap, off the shelf or custom. Day or night wear, high or low activity, short stretch bandaging system. This doesn't take the place of wrapping with the traditional bandage. This is another option. The ready wrap comes in different styles. There's a toe piece, foot piece, a foot SL. The difference between these two are one is for more pronounced edema, basically, and the foot SL fits nicely in the patient's shoe. There's also another foot wrap. It's called a foot CT, and there's more. Just imagine this: the first foot wrap that I've just mentioned, but there's a couple of more straps, so it's more adjustable. Unfortunately, this slide wasn't updated yet. So, but again, if anybody has any questions, please ask. There is an arm wrap. There's the calf, knee, thigh, and gauntlet. These are all sold separately, but they can be used together as one garment. You're just having to purchase them separately. Now, AADL does have some coverage on these, but it is minimal, but it's a little bit of a help anyway, if your patients qualify for AADL. There are, each product comes with a liner. Liners are non-compressive and compressive available. We have what we call a Ready Wrap Fusion. It has an 8 to 15 compression liner underneath the wrap itself for that extra support. The regular liner that does come with all the garments has no compression at all. It just protects the skin and holding any wound care that you might be using. So the Ready Wrap is a low stretch material neoprene. It mimics short stretch for bandaging. It's a gold standard in treatment, but truthfully, not a lot of people have time or like to bandage anymore. So this is another option. Automatically, it has a 50% overlap, because as a therapist, they want, when they're wrapping that short stretch bandage around a limb, they want to make sure that the bandage is wrapped over the other 50%. These straps that are with these garments, they're automatically 50%. There's a blocked support spine at the back. So this just holds everything in place and basically helps the patient when they're putting them on, that that spine goes right to the back of the calf and keeps it all in place, and the straps ready to use and easy to adjust. They're also color coded. The color coding goes white, light blue, dark blue, white again, and then light blue. It's just a system so that you don't get too mixed up when you're putting the straps on. But once you put the garment on once, you'll see how easy it is, and and how effective it is and comfortable. Comes in beige and black. So Journal of Wound Care did a study on interlacing wraps and how some companies, they're not quite, their wrap systems don't quite meet with two straps kind of follow each other, but they don't interlock. There could be issues with this, especially if the patient is quite edematous and they're not able to put the product on correctly. Tissue can go through those straps and cause, they could cause some damage, cause some issues, as in the picture seen here. Re-ulcerations. With our Ready Wrap, because of the 50% overlap with each strap, their patient's less likely to not put the product on correctly, and less likely to have any tissue come through the straps, of course, because of that 50% overlap. So you're going to get the results that you need for a ready-made wrap system. The wrap comes with the foot wrap comes with an exo anklet. I love these socks. I wear them just regularly without, of course, my Ready Wrap foot piece, but they're a 23 to 32 compression stocking up to the ankle. It's just going to support that foot portion when you're wearing a foot wrap. It's off the shelf, all of these three styles that are mentioned, and same with the foot wrap CT, the newest addition to the family. Edema and lymphedema management, the exo anklet can be just worn alone like I do. It's for mild lymphedema, and mild to moderate is the foot SL, and moderate to severe would be the foot wrap. Also moderate to severe would be the foot wrap CT. Fits in everyday footwear. Of course, the exo anklet does, because it's a regular sock. The Ready Wrap foot SL is specifically made for wearing within your shoes, and the everyday footwear can be used with the foot wrap. It just depends on the patient and how much edema there is presenting in the foot. They come in different lengths. So with that, they'd be measuring the length of the foot to make sure that the foot portion doesn't go over the toes. You're just having the foot portion go from the heel to the base of the toes. Those are some measurements that are max. So as you can see, it fits a fairly large foot, fairly edematous foot. The stocking only comes in black. All the wraps come in black and beige, as even the CT does come in black and beige. You'll get a pair of stockings and then an individual foot wrap SL or foot wrap CT. They're all sold individually. This just a little, well, a little more explanation on the foot wrap SL, easy to fit within a shoe. It's a tubular design, adjustable straps, comfortable around the ankle, low stretch material, applies with its simple color coded strapping as all the Ready Wrap garments do. As you can see with these foot wrap sizes, you can fit a fairly large foot, 38 centimeter ankle is the B measurement. But again, your therapist or your fitter would be fitting your patients for this. There's some marketing tools for the therapists if need be. The last slide, I don't know if you can see that, or the last picture on there is a comparison of all the other companies that make a foot wrap or a leg wrap. And it gives the actual levels of compression done by a Pico press. With a short stretch bandaging system, that's a big concern about, the big concern is how much compression is in a foot wrap if you, when you're applying it, and how, what kind of strength do you have, do you need to make sure that that Ready Wrap is working correctly? Because of its short stretch bandaging, and it is because it's short stretch bandaging, because it's neoprene, there's not a lot of, there isn't any stretch to this garment. You're applying the product comfortably and taut, not tight, just so it works with helping to move fluid out of the limb. But again, this slide will give a comparison to the different red wraps that are out there so that you can judge for yourself what would be suitable for your patient or yourself. And there's the slide that I was just talking about. I can, if you're interested in getting this information, just at the end of the presentation, I'm happy to email this to you, or if you're in the area, I'm happy to sit down and have a discussion with you regarding this. It's very informative. Any questions?
Hi, this is Diane again. I do have a question.
Sure.
This wrap is instead of using the bandaging, is that what you said at the beginning? Sorry, I misunderstood.
That's right. It's not going to take the place of bandaging, of course, but it's another option. This is perfect for those patients that have wounds that they need to address, and they need to have compression on them. This will go to like a 20 to 45 millimeters of mercury, depending on how snug you attach the straps, and that's as far as it will go. But this is for those patients that, again, for wound care management to help heal wounds. Also, it's for those patients that can't wear or refuse to wear a compression garment, like a stocking of some sort, whether it's a circular knit or a flat knit. It's just another option. It doesn't take the place of wraps, but it's just another way to go. Especially for those patients that live out of town and they can't come in and get wrapped a lot. A lot of times there's just nobody around that can do the wrapping for them. This Ready Wrap is the answer to that. This also comes in a custom garment too. So although the measurement parameters for a ready-made Ready Wrap are quite generous, if the patient goes over and above those measurement parameters or even below those parameters, we're able to make a custom Ready Wrap for whatever area, whether it's lower extremity or upper extremity.
Yeah, that would be really good, because we have a lot of members that live out of town, and it's very hard for them to get in to get treatment and be wrapped. To use this would be at least something that they could use to help keep their lymphedema under control.
Definitely. It is the answer. We're watching. Sorry,
I was just going to add on to Diane. What Diane was saying is, I think that's a great thing, that especially if people are out of town, but also for people who might be isolated or maybe just don't have the mobility to get out of their home to make it to a treatment center, this would be an option if they're not able to get any other treatments.
Definitely. Yeah. And AADL does again cover a portion of that. It's all under Lohmann Rauscher for vendor or for product listings. And what you need for that kind of coverage. But yeah, it's the answer to those patients that can't get around that easily. And we were doing a webinar the other day at Lohmann Rauscher, the US, and they had a speaker on there. She was a wound care CEO. She'll own business wound care clinic in the States. And she was talking about one patient that had terrible wounds. He was a farmer and he was getting out of his tractor. He hit his leg on the gear shift and he ended up with this tremendous hematoma on the bottom, lower end of his legs. And it went from medial to lateral, like all the way down his leg. It was quite fantastic what had happened to this guy. Anyway, it ended up that he ended up with a big wound. They had to do, of course, all the debridement and looking after the wound and waiting for it to start healing and granulating. But they used a ready wrap over top of the wound management, the stockinette, and of course, padding if they needed it to help with any concaves if there was. But they used a ready wrap, and within a few months, you could see the difference of what the ready wrap made for this gentleman and healing that big tremendous wound. It was quite interesting. This thing, it's amazing. I like to wear the arm sleeves sometimes during the day if my arms get a little bit tired because I'm sitting at the computer for too long typing away, or if I've been driving all day. It helps. It's a great product. Same with the Tribute wrap at night. It's really comfortable.
The
I digress.
Tribute wrap at night. I know that with I have arm lymphedema, and using something at night really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so anybody that can get into something to wear at night, they say that they have lots of information that it's really helping lymphedema patients. So that's great.
Oh, definitely. And that's the one thing I hear as a territory manager about people. Well, I was only told I just had to wear this garment during the day. After seeing their therapist, getting all their treatments done, even going and having a pump machine at home or whatever, they're thinking they only have to just do it for a little while, and while they can take time off managing their lymphedema, they can't. It's again, as I was saying earlier, lymphedema doesn't sleep. And if you can find a garment which is going to be comfortable, not hot, and keep things flowing at night, the Tribute wrap or the Tribute night, which is a custom, is going to do that job. There's also another product, which I guess I could have done another presentation for that. It's called the Caricia. And a Caricia is a quite heavily foamed, channeled, nice and soft garment that is put on the patient's limb, and then a short stretch bandage is wrapped over top of that. That's another product that is excellent for those very fibrotic limbs and easy to sleep in. Again, if anybody has any questions of further garments or further products that Solaris has, I'm happy to answer them and show them. So in showing, what I'll do is I'll show you what a Tribute wrap arm looks like. So I want to be far enough away where you can
Maybe
see.
if you want to stop sharing the screen, then we can actually see a full view of you.
Okay.
If you don't mind doing that, it might
No,
help
not
us
at
get
all.
a better view. Yeah.
Hi. Okay, so this is a Tribute wrap. This is a Tribute wrap, wrist to axilla, right? And if you can see the channeling and the straps. So what we like to do now, to don this particular wrap, there is a video. Well, there's a video for all the wraps that are in this lineup. And you can go to the LNR US website. They're available anytime. The guy that does them, his name is Bob Hartel. He's our wound care guru, compression guy. He puts a pretty good video on, very informative. So hang on a second here. There we go. So this garment has straps. What I like to do is what I tell my my therapists and patients to attach the smaller straps. There's small straps and large straps. And the smaller straps are what help keep the garment in place while you adjust it to the patient's arm. So just close that at the top. This is the wrist area. This is the axilla area. And you can see there's kind of an oblique cut there. So it fits kind of into the cut. So I'm just going to slide my arm into this like so. Adjust it up top because everybody can see that. Then I'm going to take these larger straps, which have holes in them, finger holes in them. So you can just pull over and attach. Everything goes from outside to in, lateral to medial. Take the other large strap and just go down the rest of the arm while adjusting the straps. Easy as that. Then on top of this goes an arm sleeve, a sleep sleeve they call it. So it doesn't get caught on any bed sheets or in your pajamas or anything like that. So that's a tribute night or a tribute wrap, sorry. And just roll them over. It's a pretty heavy duty Velcro, so it's quite strong. And again, you can adjust it. You can have it as snug as you want. It's all up to you and whatever's comfortable for your patient or yourself. That's just the arm. There's also a glove. And the glove again has its different straps with the holes for the fingertips to pull the strap over and adjust easily. You're not having to struggle. This hand has finger separators in it. I have arthritis in my thumbs, and I'll wear this if my thumbs are really hurting me, along with taking my Sierra. So this is not this is not a Sierra Sil commercial, but I'll wear this glove. It helps with the discomfort of the arthritis that I have. It's just osteo, but it still hurts just the same. So you're just adjusting. Then there's a thigh piece.
Are the finger holes expandable? Like, do they stretch at all with the swelling of your own fingers?
Well, I guess they would be, well, they don't really, because of the channeling is wide and you can feel the foam in there, your fingers would just basically, well, fit like a glove. I mean, they don't, because of the channeling, it's going to move the fluid out of your hand. So yeah, and you can adjust this top part so that your fingers are more snug if you like, but they're all measured. You're measuring your palm and your wrist, and it goes up to extra large. It's a nice glove. Next I'll show you is the ready wrap. Ooh. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate the calf. And forgive me, I'll just, oh, lost you. Can you still see me?
Yeah, we can still see you. You're good.
Okay, my big screen went out. Forgive me. All right, now I can't see me. There we go. So let's see, how do I do this? Try to, there, I think you can see me there.
Yeah,
So
that'll be good.
this is the non-compressive stockinette that comes with every ready wrap. for a lower leg. You're just applying this like you would a regular stocking. Again, it's non-compressive. So I'm going to take this Ready Wrap, and I'm going to make sure the spine is at the back of my calf. Just fits like so. And I always start from the bottom. So the bottom has a white Velcro. The one strap has no Velcro to it. I'm just folding that over and locking it in. Next strap is light blue. You can see the Velcro is different, positioned differently. One is horizontal, one is vertical. I like to say the light blue horizontal places the strap, the vertical locks it down. And you continue that up the leg. Dark blue, the horizontal puts it in place. The blue vertical locks it down, and so on. Easy to apply. You can see the minimal stretch to it, and I'm just applying it with very minimal strength. And there you go. That's the calf wrap. There's also a foot wrap. While I've got you, I'll show it to you. We'll just, I'll just put on the regular foot wrap. You see there'll be a hole where the heel goes, of course. Place your patient's foot in there. This can go over top of the calf wrap, lock it in place, and adjust. And there you have it. Any questions? Oops.
If anyone has a question, you can come off of mute and ask, or just type it into the chat.
I see Charles says, thanks for the demonstration. Looks very easy to apply. It is. It's very easy to apply. It's a very comfortable. Yeah, and it's a great everyday, all day or evening wear, the Ready Wrap. And it's good for all conditions. So whether it's edema that you're looking after or wound care that you're trying to heal, Ready Wrap is the way to go. There you have it.
So Carissa, would you like to finish off the session here?
Yeah, for sure. Kelly, just thank you so much for bringing the information and the demonstration, because I know for myself, I learned a lot tonight, and I know for a lot of our members, they've either have their own wraps or they're maybe new to a diagnosis. So this is very informative, and just we appreciate it so much. And for anybody else that has any questions, I know we'll probably have more information on our website and stuff like that. And Kelly has said that you can just reach out to her for some more information as well. So are there any last minute questions before we let you guys go for the evening? Allison said thanks very much in the chat. Charles says thank you. This was very good information. Nice to know there are options, and these look like good ones. So, and I agree, they look like excellent options. I love that they're customizable as well. So thank you so much for the work that you do and your passion as well.
Oh, thank you. No, and saying that the guarantee, well, let's take warranty for a second. The warranty on a ready-made garment is 6 months, but they last much longer than that on a ready-made. On a custom, you have what we call a sure fit guarantee. So once you get the garment, within a couple of weeks, if there's any adjustments that you need, we look after that. You just send it back to us and we look after any adjustments. There's also a year warranty on them. And there's also a 45-day alternate, or like if we need to make a whole new one for you. If you have any more questions about that, I'm happy to answer those too.
Awesome. That is great. Again, thank you so much. And I think that wraps up our evening then, everybody. So thank you all for joining, and hopefully we will see you guys at our next lymphedema night.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Kelly.
Have a good night.
You
Kelly?
too.